YouTube. La, 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 la. Yep, that's coming through. That is coming through okay. Let's do the things. It's probably a notification to say, hey, Glenn's live. Yes, yes I am. Alright, pop-out chats. Here's the pop-out chats. And there's the Twitch chats. Boom, boom. Really not feeling it again. And yet I will do it anyway. And so we're gonna just speed run this again tonight. Try to keep it about as simple as possible. But still good, in theory. We're going to do the one that says Late Soul. For the drums. Alright, that's fine. What is going wrong here then? It's not showing the full thing that it should show normally. And I don't like it. There we go. Okay. Let's try that one. like that. Okay, let's try that. Getting a bit of echo from the microphone. That is not too surprising because it's right over here, I think. And it's probably hitting it from the speakers. But I appreciate the heads up. Yeah, let's do the thing, Hal. One more time. Yeah, for sure. wait till you hear the bass notes that I have in mind for it, though. I think you may already hear it in your head, though. It's a little sloppy, though. Yeah. Let's do the bass notes with that, too, so I can also hear it. Keys, and let's... Do I dare try something with Serum again? I've not had good luck with finding stuff that I like in the bass, in the keyboards for Serum, but that's a little buzzy. It's fun, but a little bit of much. I don't hate this one too much. Yeah. Need to do something a little different there, but it's not bad. That's a little ridiculous. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of like Broken Angel. We may come back to that, though, because I think there might be something smoother. I'm looking for something smoother. Ooh, this is not bad.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna throw that little B flat in there, and I think it's gonna sound good. I think. Let's bring this over here. Okay, right idea. I hear a guitar part, even though I've not done much guitar for this. Real basic stuff, though. Yeah, big guns indeed. On a day where I don't feel like writing shit, I'm still doing it. We're gonna tune up. Helps to tune up if you got it on the right channel, though. It should be on channel 3, and I probably need to turn it up. It's too low. Let's go. Needs the right amp sound on it. Real simple, but yep. Doesn't have to be difficult. It's a glue. It's basically a glue. Yeah, I like that. Nice. Let's get that bass part. Oh, yeah. Do that walk up, it's going to sound nice. And the second time you do it. Ah, so close. I like that, but so close, so close. It's very close to what I want to do. might. But I kind of like the sparseness of that in the pre-chorus specifically. I'll bring back the strum for the chorus. I can do that, that's going to be good. Being put on the spot. What's funny is that second chord was a mistake, but I like it. Back to this. Come on. All right. Nice. Wow, you're really thinking of going all out if you're thinking props. Try that. Got an idea what I want to do. That was a little late. First time I made that little thing this evening. Second time where I've done that now, but it's not the Xbox thing that was the problem before. But by and large, I'm not having the same problem. Now I'm having it. Smell bad. But it feels like I'm actually making the mistake tonight where I didn't feel like I was making the same mistake last night. So. Wait, and... Yeah, that's where, like, it's like a cancel button. That'll be much better if I do that. That's a slip. Only note I missed was the last one. Oh, but I didn't hold it long enough, so yeah, oh well. Wrong notes. That's one thing I will say is that the cost of collecting retro hardware is so much more expensive now than it was. Around 2006, it was like I still have a number of games that cost me like $3, $4, and like the tags from the pawn shops or whatever are still on there, and you just don't see that now. Supply and demand being what it is. But then enough old people like me will start dying off, and maybe it won't be as expensive. Real basic chords. That last chord was wrong. But I think I may just bring each of those up to where it should have been. I think it's right now. Genesis you can probably get your hands on now is at least 150, 200 bucks now. And it used to be a garage sale find, like here, 20 bucks. You want it?
Nice on the Model 2.
I think I may start and end it with that same drum fill. So in that case, we're going to go drum fill intro. 60 bucks is not bad as I would have expected. Oh, Canadian, there you go. So it's cheaper than that for an American dollars.
We're gonna let the verse go a little bit longer.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace, you can get lucky sometimes. Let's go for the second time through again. Let me get that bum 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 that we don't otherwise get. Yeah, do tread with caution in general with Facebook's Marketplace and things like it, because your luck can be great until it's not. Have an easier time with green screening than they did back in the day, because 2025 technology is a lot more advanced than what they had available to them at the time. Yeah, what was impressive at the time could probably be done on someone's phone now. But sometimes doing things practically makes sense, and sometimes it's just a matter of doing whatever works. About 3.5 minutes long. Yeah, I don't know the name of the file yet, though, because we're going to do it today. Fully 3D space, yeah, I mean, you know, and if the story calls for it, you know? That's the key, is if the story calls for it, then yeah, by all means do that. Otherwise, realize there's nothing wrong with doing something that maybe isn't as elaborate, and if it does well enough, then you can get a little more fancy. All right, Inspirobot, what you got for me? We can never change the system through exploiting each other. We can only change the system through spending money on each other. With the rainbow. Oh man, I like that. I like that a lot. That is ridiculous. With the guy, the rainbow on top of, yeah, that's beautiful is what that is. I love that. I think I can roll that right. Yeah, right. Just a rainbow. I like money. He's looking for the pot of gold, you know? How many things can he buy if he finds that pot of gold? So then, what do I want to make the title out of that? And it's so funny because, yeah, like spending money on each other, like, there's a lot you can dig from that. I'm going to call it exploit. Yeah, I only received 2 pounds of gold in my life. A pot of wonton soup and a pot of chocolate coins shaped like Canadian. Perfect. There you go. I'm going to call it exploit because I'm pretty sure I haven't written a song called Exploit. It comes to mind. Oh, no, hold on. Before I do, I want to kill the reverb and delay channels because they have nothing on them. There we go. And now, exploits. Thanks. Yeah, it's a nice title. So it's the song is now Mine to Screw Up. with lyrics that don't do it. I will say more often than not, when I'm not happy with how a song turned out, it's usually the lyrics. There's times where it lines up beautifully. But if there's ones where I'm like, I'm going back to the drawing board, it's usually the lyrics' fault. Partially because there's only so much that you can say. It's not just a retread of the same stuff that you've said a million times before, especially when you've written a bunch of songs too. It's like, is this just retreading something that I have already done? Probably. You know what I've not been doing on all of these? I've not been circling. There's a thing on the calendar part where you can circle. It's like everything you find, for example, January 10th, up near the top half of that, you could... Don't know if that came through or not, but probably did. Try that. You know, up there you can kind of see it, the part that's circled. Like it shows this is January 10th. And then I did not circle January 11th. I did not circle January 12th. And I did not circle January 13th. I did circle January 14th, so I'm inconsistent if nothing else. January 1st and 2nd I did. January 3rd I did. January 4th I did. The beauty is I'm about halfway through this album. Well, I'm halfway through January. And I think I've got about 6 of my 12 songs picked out for keepers. that I think like this probably will make it onto the album. Yeah, but no, and honestly, practice makes better. That's the key to it. Like, you may fall on your face a number of times, but you keep at it. Practice makes better. You have a better track record, more than likely, with the more experience you have. So it's not a given. It doesn't work out every time, but I think that you have a better possibility of a better track record, just because you're practiced in that regard. All right, let's do the thing. Bringing in all the files. And I'm probably going to... Mute everything except the drums. Boom. Sounds chunky all of a sudden. And the way that you end up getting that experience is by just jumping in and doing it. Like, ultimately, when people ask me, like, how do you write a song, you set aside the time to write the song, and then you write the song. And the way that you write the song is one step at a time. Make a decision about what it will be, commit to it, let the other pieces of the puzzle form around the decision you made. In a nutshell, that's what it is. Just follow the chain of dominoes until you have a completed product. And especially on something like, yeah, that's what you do. And there's going to be some of these things you look and you're like, yeah, no, that's garbage, so we're not keeping that. But you will be one step closer towards understanding the process and knowing how to, if you know how to make garbage, then you know how to not make that specific bit of garbage. And you can avoid making that garbage later. Yep. That's perhaps maybe the most important thing is like, is the story that you're telling worth telling? Like you're taking something that has an established lore, and the beauty of that is you have a fan base that's built in. Obviously, Captain S doesn't have a gigantic fan base, but it does have a fan base that potentially will be interested in the thing you're doing. And so, and actually, something coming to my mind right now, although I am not in the habit of writing a lot of like story and script style things, but I will say one of the more interesting pieces of advice, since I'm giving out more unsolicited advice on this, but we're talking about it, so it is what it is, was from Matt Stone and Trey Parker. And I think it's Trey Parker that was talking. I don't recall, but one of them is talking to a class of students about storytelling. And the kiss of death, from what they were saying, is if your story is this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. That's the kiss of death for a story. What it should be is this happened, therefore this happens. Or this happens, but this happens. Or as a result, this happens. Where the pieces that you're putting into your story have a purpose of how they fit together. But if your story is this happened and this happened and this happened, you're in trouble. It's not going to probably be very good. Versus this happened, therefore this happens. Like fitting those pieces together. Yeah. I thought that, to me, seems like a really decent storytelling concept, at the very least. It's like, okay, why am I throwing this in there? Am I throwing this in here just for fan service and something that does nothing at all to further the plot? Because ultimately, that is the sort of stuff that you can put on the cutting room floor and be like, yeah, no, it doesn't really serve a purpose in this. So. Yeah, I thought it was incredible advice. It's like, if I was ever writing a story, you better believe that is something that I would be utilizing in the back of my head. It's like, this happens, therefore this happens. I think they had some other variation. It wasn't always therefore. Like, there's an opposite of that also works, but it's not just this happens and this happens and this happens. Like they gotta connect somehow if you want to tell a story worth telling.
One thing you're doing is this new character is you're drawing some key differences between him and Chad Belmont from the original. That's great.
That's a good place to start with that for your character development, is like
how they differ. That's good.
And if you're talking about the old adventures of Captain S, that's a different Chad. But I imagine you've probably seen the behind-the-scenes stuff of that. It was originally Chad Williams playing the character of Chad, not Brett Vandenbroek.
This is like the old adventures of Captain S.
We don't talk about that. I'm sure that it's on YouTube, and it was like there in the cutscenes and everything. It's basically the original proof of concept before they brought Brett Vandenbroek and everybody on board.
But yeah, personality, that's cool. But why is the character that way?
What caused them to be that way, and what purpose within the narrative do those personality traits? How does it enhance the story? How do those personality traits lead the character to end up going through the trials and misadventures that they go through? Is this something where those personality traits are something that they need to work on and to become a better person? Are these traits that might seem like negatives but actually end up helping them in their quest? Like, why are they the way that they are, and why is that important to the story? There you go. Giving all sorts of unsolicited advice tonight.
Okay, I think we just about got it. Trying to make the new character more sympathetic and emotional than Chad Belmont is eventually going to work against him when he tries to help Ness and ends up being betrayed.
Well, and actually, my immediate thought within that here is that maybe that's kind of why and how Chad became the way he was to begin with. Maybe it's because he was betrayed, and that was a factor in Chad being the way that he was. So he kind of put up that facade like that jock, like sort of like arrogance. He had that wall that he kind of built up because of the betrayal that he felt from Ness, but it's maybe not necessarily how he was. And so that becomes the thing where maybe he has a little more in common with Chad than he thought. Especially if he looks to Chad and looks down on him because of it. It's like, oh, no, I can see why he went away, and, you know, he so arrogant and da-da-da-da. And he becomes betrayed by Ness and realizes I'm becoming the same thing. Yeah. That's where I would go with it. Take it for what, you know, what it is as far as that. Again, I'm not writing it. I was starting to write something that was Captain Ness-based, but I never got off the ground.
And that was in semi-recent history, but I never was able to get a hold of Devin Riley. I could get through.
I got in touch with most of the original cast that were at least somewhat interested in the concept, but to me, without Devin Riley's involvement, he was so pivotal as Ness, that not at least reaching out to him and checking to see if he was interested. He was such an important piece of the puzzle previously that I wouldn't want to. I was kind of hoping that he would be interested, and I have not. He's the one I did not hear back from. I didn't get like an FU or anything like that.
But yeah.
There you go. He really had star power as Ness. Like I thought Devin popped whenever he was on, like his facial expressions and everything, like his acting in that. Really, and Brett Vandenbroek though too, as Captain S. Like I thought he did an exceptional job in the role too. I remain. For it being such like a small like internet series and everything, I'm really glad that it worked out the way it did, and I was and am proud to have been a part of that. I imagine Brett might actually do it. That's the thing, is if you ask Brett, I would not at all be surprised, especially if it's well written. If you send him like what the plan is, like, and he likes it, good chance you're gonna get him. watching. You know what I am going to do, though? I'm going to pull up the Facebook thing here because the last time you were leaving me nice comments and I could not see them because Facebook Live is weird. Yo, see, there's the word yo. Oh, now it shows up. I pull it up over here, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, yeah, now it's there. I'm going to play it in the background here. I'm going to have it open as a third window. That's what I'm going to do. Then I'll be able to see it. All right. In theory. All right. Now I might actually... That's too funny. I could not see the word yo over here. But then it showed up over here, and then that made it show up over here. I got my eye on you, Facebook. All right. And here we go. Oh, my goodness. That whole time, I had this going in my headphones. And I figured for sure that everyone was hearing what was happening with the music there. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But I am ready. See, and I see a ha-ha. So now, tonight we see I didn't see a single word that you said the other night. You were leaving me nice comments, and I saw none of it until after the video was done. Which is bogus, because when I get like nice comments especially, I would like to respond to them in real time. Good. Yeah. No, and now I am talking to a second person. The other person I'm speaking to is on the YouTube side of it. For Aaron, for your information, this was the person who's the fan of Captain S. Aaron, who is on the Facebook side right now, helped me with the pressing of the CD soundtracks for Captain S back in the day when I needed physical product. Aaron helped me make that possible at the last minute, and so thank you, Aaron. Yeah, and Tiston01 says hi, person on Facebook. There you go. So Aaron played a role in Captain S in that regard when it was time to make a physical product, and I'm like, who do I turn to for this? And he says, by the way, that, oh, that's super duper cool. Which is fitting because Aaron is super duper cool. All right, let's see. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just because it's there to exploit. Na na na. Mostly being decent. That's not the point. Yeah, I'm going to change it up the second time. Okay, let's sing the chorus the whole time here. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just because it's there to exploit. All right. Okay. Okay, that came quicker than I thought. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just because it's there to exploit. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. I'm going to change that last part. But that's not the point. I want to do that on that last one. Because the whole rest of the time it's been, but that's not the point. I think it'll be really cool. But that's not the point. But that's not, it helps if you sing it right. But that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit. Woo!
That's going to sound so much better.
Sleepy and decent.
But that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
And Tistan saying that I'm probably now I'm completely probably saying it wrong. But Tistan saying that I'm the only streamer that's properly pronounced his YouTube username. They probably see an R that's not there. I would imagine they think Tristan or Tristian or like that sort of thing. There's no R there. That is Tistan. Tistan or Tistan. Tistan. Tistan01. I'm getting close, one way or the other. Apparently, I'm sometimes saying it right. One of those times there. All right, let us go through and add our backing vocal. That's been the way that I've been doing it thus far for these. Once we have a chorus, we write that, we sing the lead vocal, sing the backing vocal 4 times, and it's doubling up the backup vocal. Yeah. What normally where the first chorus will have a single backup vocal but doubled, and then from that point on in the song there'll be an additional backup harmony which also is doubled, and it means normally singing the chorus between both harmony parts is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 14 times. All right. GC, VOX2B, GC, VOX3A, GC, VOX3B, 50% to the right, 60 now. Thank you very much with the Killer Groove. Tistan, like the Detroit Pistons. Funniest story how I got the username too. It was a Microsoft account way back when, because that's how I used to pronounce my name. Oh, very nice. Very nice. No, you know the band Geggy Ta. I think their names were Greg and Todd, and it was the way that like their siblings couldn't pronounce their name properly, so they called themselves Geggy Ta. Had their song Whoever You Are. It's a good one. It's a good 90s groove. I'm gonna do it like you, even though I don't know who you are. I'm gonna get this video flag because I'm singing that melody. All right, here we go.
It's a matter of mostly being decent. That's not the point.
Oh, I really pronounce point.
It's a matter of mostly being decent.
But I didn't really pronounce the T in decent.
It's a matter of mostly being decent. But that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
Let's do that again.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
Sometimes I'm pronouncing the T, sometimes I'm not. Kill that T on that last one. All right, two more times here.
It's a matter of It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. That's not the point, because that's the part where I sing it higher. So let's follow that. But that's not the point. But that's not the point.
I definitely pronounced the T.
But that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
There we go. Oh, that's funny. I was going to do a little something at the end with the music, and then I forgot to do it. I don't hate that, though. I don't hate that at all. Yeah, that actually works. All right, let's do the same parts. This is the boring part.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point.
Oh boy, yeah.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
I like how it's coming together, though.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
And it's not going to matter if it's all of them. I don't have to pronounce the T on all of them. I'm realizing it'll blend in just fine.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point.
It's that same thing where I'm forgetting that I changed it.
But that's not the point.
Let's do that.
But that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
Yeah, that works.
Advantage of weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
I think I am going to do high vocal here. It'll be probably falsetto, but new here, but you're liking the sound. Thank you, Duck Resistance Power. Appreciate it. Here is what that chorus sounds like with music.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's
Now, I'm about to record another harmony vocal. So what you won't hear it with it, but
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point.
it's gonna sound like that. It's gonna sound cool.
When the matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point.
That's sounding good. All right.
It's a matter of mostly being decent.
It's not going to be a minor chord there. It's a major chord, so go to the higher of the two.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weak.
No, that's wrong, though. Got to figure out what I want to do there, though.
Don't take advantage of a weakness.
I think it's simple, but I think it works.
Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point.
That's not the point. Okay, I was unsure what I wanted to do, but that's
not the point. The point. Da-da-da. But that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
Yeah, that's going to be nice. All right, so we're going to double that. What I just did, I'm doing again to double it and make it sound better. More better. Let's do it.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
Okay, I'm going to have to sing one more time because I want that on my second chorus as well, but then I can take off the headphones and we'll go from there. But, two more times, pardon, because I got to double it. Got to double it.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
That sounds nice. All right, one more time.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
All right. That is it. I am going to, I can hear some mouth sounds here in the middle of that. So the key is to kill some of the mouth sounds without killing the, like I've done that where you cut it too close and then you actually cut off some of the natural sounds that you want. That's nice. All right, cool. Just for giggles, let's show you what it sounds like a cappella first.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
Oh, that's very cool that you knew me from the Unguarded Minute acoustic version. That dates back a ways. I ended up doing the whole entire privatized album at some point on this very channel.
Exploit.
Yeah, I killed the T there. All right, so now with the music.
It's a matter of mostly being
Thank you.
decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
Okay, so now I need two verses, a pre-chorus, and a bridge. All right. Pre-chorus.
It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point.
So I need some other lyrics, y'all.
It's it's a It's a matter of mostly being decent.
You are quite welcome. And yeah, I'm glad you're digging it. Glad you're digging it. Yeah. Thanks. And you have a fantastic evening there, Tiston. Thanks for stepping in again. But yeah, no, what I'm doing right now is writing and recording a song every day this month for just January. It's called January. You write and record a song every day in the month of January. And it is a songwriting challenge that I started doing in 2019. So this is year 7. Based on that, if we look at the fact that there's 31 days here, my brain is scrambled at the moment. So let's just do 31 times 6 was 186 songs before the first of this month. I've done 13 more. Is this song? This is literally song number 200. Tonight is song number 200 from January. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. I didn't feel like doing one this evening, but I'm doing it anyway. And that's kind of one of the things with January is that you don't have time to second guess yourself. And for the most part, that can be a blessing. Because knowing that you don't have time to second guess yourself, you can't get too precious about things. It is make a decision about what the song will be, set aside the time to write a song, and then write a song. And writing a song one step at a time. That's something that I mention a lot. It works well in that context. And if you, again, don't get too precious about it and know that it's just about writing a song, every song does not have to be a gem. It doesn't have to be an excellent song, but you still strive to make the best song that you can in that moment. And just the mere practice of continuing to go at it sometimes yields pretty cool results. Some nights better than others. Tonight, not unhappy with it. I don't know if it's going to be good enough to make it on the album or not, but I don't hate it.
It's a matter of mostly.
Entity. I will say that again, every day in January, there are certain songs. I want to say that there are songs, and in fact, I know there are songs that were January songs that ended up on my. I put out a best of album in June. This is like 20 plus albums that I've done. It's not been just January stuff, but certainly January fuels a fair number of the albums that I put out every year. I tend to put out April 1st albums. I put out June 14th albums on my birthday, June 14th, and February 29th when the chance comes around every 4 years. So normally there's at least 2 new Glenn Case albums every year at minimum, sometimes more if the mood strikes. But yeah. They're not all winners though. So there's plenty of duds you've also missed. But some of the songs were good enough that I felt like when I was picking my best of, I was like, yes, that's one of them. It's an obligated. Oh, I like that.
That's just the way it tends to be.
I like that. Okay.
That's just the way it tends to be.
It's a matter of mode.
Yeah. One line away from the pre-chorus being done. I got it. Yeah, I'm building up to it though too, so I've got to figure that the verses are going to have to connect the dots on what I'm talking about. And sometimes I myself don't even know what I'm talking about. I've had songs I look back at years later, I'm like, oh, I see what I was actually saying.
These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be.
Okay, that wasn't bad.
These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability.
Let's do a harmony vocal.
These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability.
These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. It's a matter of mostly being decent. These moments are overrated. That's just the way. That's just the way.
I was really late.
That's just the way it tends to be.
I was a little lazy on the pronunciation there. I'm going to redo that. I'm going to a little better on the pronunciation.
These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability.
I don't hate that.
These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point.
I like that. And I think I'm going to keep that pre-chorus exactly the same words the second time through. Like the I'm sensing like what I'm going to do with the verses. There's not going to be a reason to alter the lyrics on this one. There's sometimes where that pre-chorus where you change the words up. I like the words enough here And again, where I kind of went into tonight not even wanting to do a song, partly just maybe being lazy, but I also don't know that I will have a better way of saying it than I just did. So I'm going to do the same thing. I could copy paste it, but I like, a lot of times I like how it sounds where you can change one nuance of it, like one part of it, and say, ooh, if I go up here instead of down, it'll sound cool, and it won't just sound copy pasted. Can't get into exactly what it is, but my day job is a music-based thing, and I will hear choruses on modern songs where it is so incredibly clear that it was copy-pasted. Every vocal intonation is exactly the same, no variation. There are plenty of great songs being done too, but I recognize it. I'm like, aha, that one's copy-pasted. There's a weird thing that they did with their voice right there that's exactly identical on every one of these choruses, because they sang that chorus once and they copy-pasted it through the rest, and you can see. You can hear it. Hey there, Tommy. All right, let's do the same thing. But, again, not copy-pasted, so I'm going to sing it, and we're going to add a second harmony, so there will be 3 vocals. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you... See, that's what I wanted to do. I'm going up there, and tends to be. The first time it's tends to be. It's going to be that second time I'm going up instead. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you never... I didn't do good on pronouncing. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. I went up there too, and I think it sounds cool. We will see if it does. Let's do harmony vocal number 1. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. Do it right. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. I was close. I want to... Yeah, do better. These moments are... These is the first note. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. So much better. Okay. I think I heard one note in there that wasn't exactly right, but it's close enough for rock and roll. Now we want to go with the low vocal that will match that pretty nice, and let's see if I can nail it down. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. I think it'll be better. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. I was a little iffy on that last part. navigate it when there is a vulnerability. That would sound better, I think. When there is a vulnerability. My voice cracked, but I don't think it'll matter because it won't be that super obvious. All right, so let us hear how it sounds a cappella first, just for funsies. Okay, let's see. We got this. It's going to be solo, 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 and harmony. Vocals sound like this.
These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be.
Nice.
It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability.
And do not get me wrong, you're exactly right. If the copy and paste can throw it off, especially if they repeat the chorus a lot, understandable. I think it is exactly understandable, and I think there are places where it fits well. Where it's like, yeah, no, dude, they nailed it so good the first time I can understand why they copy-pasted that. I personally, my ear likes that variety of like, ooh, they changed it up right there. I like the little nuances and the changes where it's like, oh, that's fun. That's fun. They changed up the rhythm in the one spot, or they changed the note in this one spot, and it makes my brain happy when I hear like those little nuances. Like, okay, that's really cool what they just did there. I like what they did. And sometimes it doesn't serve the song though. Sometimes it's like, dude, just copy paste. It's fine. I think there are perfectly great songs that do it, but for my money, a lot of times, even if I'm trying to sing it as identically as I can. The fact that there will be that little bit of difference, like it to my ears, it sounds cooler. All right. We need a verse here. Do do do. Exactly what I love about Hall & Oates as well, too. Very much so. Those little changes throughout the song. I'd say Daryl Hall and John Oates, huge influence on me, to say the very least. Back in the days where we had to actually go to record shops for this stuff, that was me. Like, what? Daryl Hall and John Oates related albums can I find this week that are reasonably priced enough that aren't going to be like a collector's market style thing? And at that time especially it was nice because it'd be like $5, $7. Like this one's $10. This one's expensive, it's $10. Like buying used and everything, and it's like, okay, because that was the only way that you were ever going to hear it, like in that day, and perhaps you're from that era, you know how that works. Like now, let's put it this way, 20 years ago, I was so excited because I had a CD player that could play MP3s. This device pulls up the history of recorded music and no additional fees to buy individual albums. If I wanted, in this day and age, if I wanted to hear the discography of Hall & Oates, it would be as simple as going to the streaming service of my choice and just like binging them for the cost per month of one album. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. In that regard, I think, like anyone who did not live through that era, where you had to go and physically buy, it's like if you want to hear that song, you're going to either buy it, you're going to borrow it, hear it on the radio, catch the music video if you're lucky, and that's just about the end of the list. Record it off the radio, and then you can listen to it again and again. But those are your choices, take it or leave it. Versus now, like, oh my goodness, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all of these different places that you can go to. And if it's not on one of the services, it's probably on one of the other ones. And there's a multitude of other options too, that, you know, Deezer and, you know, Tidal and so many. Like, the folks today are spoiled in that regard. Not even talking like the Napster and LimeWire days or whatever. But yeah, no, for sure. It's getting on a tangent, but I feel you. No, at that time, especially where each one of those that you got to collect was gold. It's like take this home and really give it a listen. All right, let's see what we got for the verses. Yes, for sure.
These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
I gotta tie this together with some verses in the song. Ba-da-bum, da-da-bum, doo-doo-doo.
These moments are overrated.
Okay, I think I've got the line, the last line of verse 1. Caught at your words. Da-da-da-da.
These moments are overrated.
Worst, all your plan, what to do. Caught in your words, all your pain, what to do. It's a 10.
These moments are
Getting close. Got about half of the first verse written. Oh, yeah. Okay, really getting there. One more line. No, I do. Yeah, I thought I was using it right. I was just making sure. It's like I'm going to make sure that I'm using that word correctly, and I believe I am. And I am. All right, so I think we're good, and here comes the first verse. You wondered and you debated, so what will come next? Play it cool, play it calm, no ado, no alarm. Yeah, we're coming together, come together. All right, do better though. You wondered and you debated, so what? So that you want you. Let's hit that first note if we can. You wondered, you wondered. You wondered and you debated, so what will come next? Play it cool, play it calm, no ado, no alarm. The day you anticipated, it adds to your stress, caught at your worst or your best. What to do? It's a test. There it is. You wondered and you debated, so what will come next? Play it cool, play it calm, no ado, no alarm. The day you anticipated. Oh, hey, what? No. We're definitely redoing that line. Redoing that line because my voice did a nasty sounding thing. So we're going to redo that line. The day you anticipated. No. Close. The day you anticipated. That's way better. At least I think so. Yeah, so much better. The day you anticipated, it adds to your stress, caught at your worst or your best. Nice. One more verse and a bridge, and I'm done. These are effectively demos. These are effectively demos because the best 12 songs are going to be the ones that end up on the album. And yeah, this is sounding better. I'm liking it more the more they're working on it. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. No, honestly, I've been writing songs in some way, shape, or form and capacity since about age 12. And 50 now. So lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of practice. Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah. Crazy to me how fast you come up with the lyrics and how well they work together. It is so much practice. And especially after finding the website songfight.org in 2003, where you have the song challenge, and ultimately they're giving you a song title and saying, write and record a song based on this title. And you see the value of prompts in that way. I think the problem, when we talk about writer's block and everything, especially the idea of writer's block, is that you do not know what the next piece of the puzzle is. You don't know what to write. And so getting into this form of a writer's exercise especially is about making a decision. The first decision is setting aside the time to write a song. Ultimately is, okay, January, for the month of January, set aside time to write a song and write a song. At its core, that is what you're doing. And you set aside the time to do it, and you do it. And the way that you do it is one step at a time. But you have to take that first step, and you have to make one decision about what the song will be, and then allow the rest of it, your rest of your choices to combine with that decision that you made. And turning off the inner critic, and because at this point you do not have the luxury of second guessing yourself. You don't have time for that. And so it's kind of training yourself to turn off that inner critic that says, nah, it's not good enough. Or keeping it on enough to recognize, no, that really isn't good enough, and I know that I can do better. That I do often during the process. And sometimes it pays off. The one time for sure that it paid off was Cards Against Humanity a few years ago had their contest for Everybody Loves Chowder. They told people, write our song, Everybody Loves Chowder. Here's the lyrics for the chorus. And we're giving you 3 hours to do it. If you happen to see it right now, you have 3 hours to do it. And grand prize winner will win $10,000 from this. and I won the grand prize. I was able to throw together the song, did a video as well, kazoo solo in there as part of it. Part of the mix was screwed up, but it is what it is. I submitted it at the last minute. I was concerned that it didn't go through because I got an error message of some sort. Like what I think I'd done is double submitted, like boom, boom. And it failed, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. I thought that, you know, thought I had a decent little song. I'm going to go take a bath. But I brought my phone in with me. And phone rings, and it's Cards Against Humanity. It's like, yeah, you've won $10,000. So, in that regard, if my songwriting and writing songs quickly has never paid off in any other way, it paid off in that moment. And if you take all of the time and money and effort that I put into it, at the very least at this point, I'd say with that victory, I've at least broken even. It's not like I make a lot on streaming or sales or anything, but in that moment, paid for a decent amount of all the other things that came before it. Not all of it, but paid down some debt. All right, so having said that, I have half of a verse to write and a bridge. And it's about syllables too. If you know, you have do 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 do. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In choir, like we say 7 instead of 7 because 7 is 2 syllables, and all the other ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. If I know that that's my melody, I have 7 syllables that I need to fit into that space. Oh yeah, and I got someone on the Twitch side trying to get me to get more viewers. So let's take you and not replying. I need to click on their thing and they'll block them, report them first for spam. Attempting to get me to buy more viewers. Submit. And block. Sorry, bub. All right. Oh, I was like, why is it not working? Because I was trying to fit that in the syllables, and I'm like, that doesn't fit. I was looking at the wrong part of the song. Different part of the song, different syllable count. I was like, that doesn't match the melody. What was I thinking? I was looking at the wrong part of the piece of paper. For one, you could just own it, lay it there on the shelf, sure enough. That could help. Lay it there on the shelf. Okay, I think I'm going to take that extra. You'd be protecting yourself. You're protecting yourself. It's the same concept, the same thing, but then it fits that nice, easy 6-syllable thing. Sure enough, that could help
Make an ass of yourself.
And I changed it anyway.
That could help make an ass of yourself.
All right, this is working out okay.
Scale that should be astonished.
Okay. I think we got it. All right, here we go. Let's do this.
For one, you could just be honest. Lay it bare on the shelf. Sure, why not? That could help. Make an ass of yourself. Scale back and be astonished. Would be good for your health. So reduce on your speed. Cut it loose. There's no need.
I don't like on your speed though. So. But.
Scale back and be astonished.
Ooh, calm your speed is so much better. So reduce, calm your speed. Oh, I like that. Calm your speed. That is so much better. On your speed, no.
Scale back your health. So reduce.
Calm your speed. There you go. Calm your speed. That's nice. Let's do that.
Calm your speed.
Like, put on the brakes, buddy.
Calm your speed.
Not bad.
Calm your speed.
I don't know if I like that. Let's try one more time.
Calm your speed.
It's about the same, but I think it's a little better, though. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, let's do that low vocal.
For one, you could just be honest. Lay it bare on the shelf. Sure, why not? That could help. Make an ass of yourself. Scale back and be astonished. Would be good for your health. So reduce. Calm your speed. Cut it loose. There's no need.
That's nice.
For one, you could just be honest. Lay it there on the shelf. Sure, why not?
Mouth sounds. Cut it out.
Shelf. Sure, why not? That could help. Make an ass of yourself. Scale back and be astonished. Would be good for your health. So reduce. Calm your speed.
That's so much better.
Cut it loose. There's no need.
I like it.
These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point.
Okay, so I need a bridge section, and the song is done. And we're 2 hours and 34 minutes into it. I'm gonna get it done before 3 hours, I think. Possibly before 2 hours 45. So, man, thank you so much. I'm digging it. I dare say this has a chance of being one of the 12 on my June album. I've been attempting to write like yacht rock songs specifically in the wheelhouse of what you would find at the top of yacht.com. There's a lot of songs that the creators of the term yacht rock did not intend. Like, it became an all-encompassing term for like AM Gold, and that's not at all what the guys that came up with the term meant to have happen. But then again, they also never thought that it would be a catch-all term that would ever go anywhere. It was the name of a comedy series that they did. But I like what their definition is, and so I'm attempting to get as close to what their definition of yacht rock is. And on yachtornyat.com is their scores that they've given to all this. Like this is yacht, this is yacht. Anything up below a 50 is yacht. So I'm going according to that. And a lot of, like, I love Daryl Hall and John Oates, obviously. A lot of what their stuff, not yacht. There's one song that is higher than most Daryl Hall and John Oates songs. Kiss on My List, they considered it to be yacht. But even then it was in the 60s on the yacht ski scale. It's a whole nerdy thing. They had their reasons, but mostly it has to do with the fact that Daryl Hall and John Oates is Philadelphia soul, where the yacht rock of like it pulled from different soul influences, and it was mostly like a California sound. And this is the exclamation point that I can put on it, like that leads into that final chorus, like the twist or the yeah. Like you said, like Daryl says, is in a Philly mood exactly. You know what and you may be familiar with this if you really know your Daryl Hall and John Oates stuff. I love their early Philly sessions stuff. The stuff that Daryl was doing with the band Gulliver. The stuff that was more folksy that Daryl and John did before they were with Atlantic Records even. Before RCA, but before Atlantic. There's a million compilations out there of that early stuff where it's like I'll Be Back in Love Again, Angelina is one of them that's Gulliver. But there are so many cool songs that they did in those early days before they found the sound that was the Daryl Hall and John Oates sound. I really love the bare, just like folksy style, like it's just raw and gorgeous. Love that early stuff. Love a lot of their later stuff too, but like there was something really cool about that, even though it's not really the course that they stayed on. But the songwriting, it's not bad at all. Really cool. And there's so many different ones because it's like this particular compilation has like 10 of the songs, but this has 12 songs, and these 5 are different than what's on that one. Like, so I collect all of these one-off ones by Joe Blow's record company, sort of thing. But there was a really good compilation of the early Philly years that came out. It was like a double disc one that covered the mass majority of the songs that they did during that era. It's so good. So good. Okay. It's not automatic. This is going to be really interesting. Like, I'm going to have to come up with a melody that matches this good. It's not automatic. That'll take me at my word. It's not automatic. Okay, that'll sound good, I think. It's not automatic that you'll take me at my word. And that has a habit of getting on my last nerve. All right, let's see how I can do that. This should have some harmony. It's not automatic that you take me at my word. And that has a habit of getting on my last nerve. Matic, take automatic, take me at my word. Habit of getting on my last nerve. That sounds cool. That's a weird chord, but I think it sounds pretty decent. Here, let's give it a listen a cappella.
It's not automatic that you'll take me at my word. And that has a habit of getting on my last nerve.
I don't hate it. All right, with the music, we've got, I believe, a complete song.
It's not automatic that you'll take me at my word.
Nice.
And that has a habit of getting on my last nerve.
Nice.
It's a matter of most.
I like this, actually. I think this is, I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it, like tomorrow or whatever. But right now, I feel like this one has a crack at actually being a album cut. This might make it. I may have to tweak some stuff, like to make myself happier with it. But there's moments in this where it's like, okay, where I could have fumbled it. And where I was dangerously close to fumbling it, but I think overall this... Yeah, no, that's cool. No, maybe you're the good luck charm in that regard. Maybe. No, I say that... And that's the trick with this, is that every one of these isn't guaranteed to be a winner, but sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. Sometimes it all lines up. And I think there's a number of these that I could go back to, and if I did, there'd be value to a number of these. Which, like I've discovered mostly what I tend to not like on songs that I've written. If I don't like it, it's not often the music. It is almost always something about the lyrics that I'll go back and say, yeah, that ain't cutting it. So let's master it and quite literally put it on my Bandcamp right away. Because that's what I do with this. These are essentially demos. You write and record it, make it sound as good as you can within reason, and then put it out for everybody to hear and charge $4.73 for the whole 31 songs. But on top of that, you can listen for the first 3 times. You can listen for free before Bandcamp hounds you to buy it.
Play it cool, play it cool.
I like that chord specifically. That was nice.
Caught at your worst or your best. What to do? It's a test. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit. For one, you could just be honest, lay it bare on the shelf. Sure, why not? That could help make an ass of yourself.
Yeah, be honest.
Scale back and
That won't bite you in the ass.
honest would be good for your health. So reduce, calm your speed.
I like that calm speed so much.
There's no need. These moments are overrated. That's just the way it tends to be. It's in how you navigate it when there is a vulnerability. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit. It's not automatic that you'll take me at my word. And then that has a habit of getting on my last nerve. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit. It's a matter of mostly being decent, but that's not the point. Don't take advantage of a weakness just 'cause it's there to exploit.
Yeah, it just cuts off there. But if I do end up recording, like if I do go back to that one and say that one makes the cut on the album, I wouldn't be surprised if I go back and add something at the end there that currently doesn't exist. But for the purposes of this evening, I set out to write and record a song, and I have written and recorded a song for the 14th day in a row for this year, but the 200th day of January. You happen to be here watching song number 200. If you count from January 1st, 2019 was the first song I wrote for January. This was number 200. So, momentous occasion. I'm going to keep it going about halfway through it. That's great. If it turns out that that is one of the songs on the album and it's one of the 12, that's going to be especially great because I think right now I've got 6 of them that are strong contenders for the 12. So I was already at basically half of my album already, which means that I may face a choice of like, damn, what am I going to cut? And that is a great problem to have when you have too many good songs and you have to narrow it down. That is the ideal situation that you want to be in. Or you could be like, oh, just put them all on there. But no, I personally have discovered that the massive majority of my favorite albums normally don't have more than 12 songs on them. They don't tend to be particularly long. They don't ask a lot of their audience. There are exceptions, but to me it's like a nice, tidy 12 songs. And if it turns out that there's a good song with that, you can save it for the next album. Nothing wrong with that. All right. There we go. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to shut this down. Call it a night. Looks like something's already not going. Weird. It's not showing that the stream is, like, it's showing that it's going, but it's not showing that it's going. Weird. Clearly it's going because you're chatting with me. All right. Out we go. One down. Never to leave. That is done. And I'm just going to close this out. Thanks.